Hi everyone, welcome to Friday SEWS, March 25th, 2022. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Emily, and I'm here to share with you all of the sewing goodness I have been up to this past week. So the first make I would like to share with you is Simplicity 8874, and this is a knit dress using fabric that I got from Minerva, and that's part of their Minerva Makers Ambassador program. So they gave me the fabric at no cost in exchange for me making something and then posting about it on their website and then sharing it on social media. So if you're not familiar either with Minerva Fabric, they are based in the UK and they are a huge online fabric store. They just have anything under the sun, really high quality fabric. They ship overseas, and to the US it's super cheap. It's under $10, which is actually a lot cheaper than most places within the States. So definitely check them out. I buy from them all the time. In fact, I have an order on its way that I purchased with my own money this time. So yeah, the fabric I used is a cotton knit, so it's 95% cotton, 5% elastane. I chose the blue colorway, and there's also a kind of a, they call it brick, but it's like a rust, like brick would imply. So like oranges and reds and some browns. So I think that colorway is great for fall. The blue colorway kind of reminded me of water, so I think it's good for like the warmer days. And it's an abstract print, so horizontally it's got like what I call these motion kind of lines, and then mixed in are, I think, cheetah print. So it was a great fabric to work with. It's, I want to say, like, it's not stiff, but it's not like as drapey and flimsy as sometimes jersey can be. So it's got more body, and maybe just slightly thicker. It's a really, really good quality fabric, and it lended itself very well to this sort of fit and flare style dress that I made. So it really held its shape nicely. So the Simplicity 8874 is a pattern I used, and you can do, there's a few different variations. So you can do sleeveless, you can do short sleeve, you can do a 3/4 sleeve, a sleeve with a tie, and there are some, the two neck variations are a crew neck, which I did, and then more like a scooped squarish type shape neckline. You can do an ankle length or an above the knee length. So I obviously did the above the knee length, and then I did the short kind of cap sleeve. So I chose to do the short sleeve because I wanted to be able to easily wear it under a jacket. I could throw in a blazer and go to the office if I went to the office anymore, which I don't, or a denim jacket, or you could wear it with Converse. So I wanted something that was really versatile, that I could be casual or dress it up a little bit. Hopefully that makes sense. And this, it really worked well. The fabric pairing with this pattern was, it achieved my goals basically. So a couple things about this. Actually, one thing I kind of wanted to point out is that this, even though it's a knit pattern, has a bust dart, and I usually, the knit patterns that I make, they usually don't have a bust dart, but it's for shaping. Was it necessary? I mean, it achieved its goal. I had to adjust it to based on where my apex is, and everything worked out fine. I did lengthen the bodice a bit because I'm a little bit taller and my torso is longer, so I think it added about an inch. There is a center front and center back seam in the skirt as well as side seam, so that's just giving it its shape for its fit and flare. But otherwise, I do like this pattern. I could see making it again, but there are some indie patterns that I might try first, just to see, you know. I like to try them all, what can I say? So that is my dress, my knit dress for the Minerva Ambassador program, and I really like how it turned out. Actually, I had that dress on earlier today when I ran down to Starbucks, and someone actually said, "Hey, I like your dress." So it's always nice when you make clothes to get a compliment out in the wild, right? And it just made me wonder, when someone tells you, if you're wearing something that you made, that they like it, do you say, "Oh, I made it"? You know, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. I guess it just depends on if I want to engage in a conversation about sewing, because usually people are like, oh my God, you sew? Oh my God, you can make your own clothes. And I think it's cool that people think it's awesome that we can do that, but sometimes I don't want to talk about sewing right now. I just want to get my coffee and go. But nonetheless, I really appreciate it when someone compliments what I'm wearing. In fact, I actually get more compliments on stuff I've made than store-bought stuff, which is even better. So yeah, I'll just share that with you. Okay, I do have some fabric here. Let me just finish my makes and then I'll get to the fabric. I see fabric and I get excited, too excited for my own good. Okay, I did, oh gosh, yeah, so I was talking to you about the top I'm wearing in my last Friday sews, so I finished it clearly because I'm wearing it. So this is the Lucerne top from Hey June, and there are two different sleeve options. So there's a tulip sleeve, which I want to make, and then there is the tie sleeve, which obviously I made. And then the neckline is just a V. It's got a facing, and the back is just normal. This is a fabric that I bought from Sew Over like a couple years ago because I was working on a clinical study called Sprinkles. So yeah, for work I do clinical research, if you didn't know that. And so just explaining why I chose this particular print. I find sometimes I make things that I normally, if I saw in the store, I wouldn't buy for whatever reason. This is probably one. I mean, I think it's kind of fun, but I don't think I'd necessarily buy it. I made it. I like it. I'll wear it. But yeah, do you ever do that? Do you ever make things that if you saw in a store, you wouldn't buy? It's strange. And the whole point is to make clothes that we would buy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, so I love this pattern. I love how it fits. This fabric that was a little finicky, it easily runs, even though I was using a Microtex needle, which is sharper and a smaller size, still had some issues. The tie is, I think, another just black rayon. So got binding here. It's actually pretty easy to make. I had some trouble kind of deciphering the instructions. You know, sometimes your interpretation is just wildly off what is meant, what is written, and for some reason, I had a couple goes at it and finally I'm like, oh, yeah, duh. But so I finally got it, and it actually is easy, and I might just do a video simply on assembling the sleeve in case anyone else just kind of gets a little bit confused. But this is my first attempt at a Hey June pattern, and I think the instructions they're pretty good. So all in all, I do like this top, and I'm going to make more. I'm definitely going to try out this tulip sleeve version because that's super cute. I love the idea of tulip sleeves. Okay, next up I have, oh yes, I did. I made a another, funny enough, so this is what I do. I have this started. I decided to go and make something else in between and then come back to this and finish it. Like, I just can't just finish what I start. I have to like stop, go do something else, and come back. Yeah. Anyone else do that? So I made, this is a French pattern company called P&M, and this is the Sun top. And even though I took French in college, I'm really bad at pronunciation. So this is a super cute top. It's got a yoke that has gathers at the front and then at the center back. You can put piping in the back and in the front, and it's got options for sleeveless, which of course I made, a longer sleeve. You can make a dress that is a shorter length or a longer length dress. So I mean, making several variations of this. I really, really like this pattern. I will say though, that on this beautiful, beautiful fabric that I used from Britex in San Francisco, it's actually Pinko fabric. Not cheap either. I was finishing it really late one night. Like, I try to power through even though I know I'm tired, which is a terrible idea because that's when I make stupid mistakes. It's like when you do addition and you forget to carry the one. That's me. I should have just put it to the side and finished in the morning or the next day when I was rested. Because what I did is I did a piping version and I accidentally put the outer yoke with the piping. I'm sorry, I sewed the yoke with the piping as the lining yoke. So that meant that piping got sandwiched under here. So as you can see in the picture, my piping doesn't go down here, and through the back it stops at the seam because I sewed the wrong yoke piece. And by the time I realized it, everything was pretty much done up and I would have to unpick way too much. And I wasn't going to do that. I still really like it, but when you realize that the piping is missing right there, it's just kind of like, oh, it kills me. It really kills me, but it's okay. I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to order more fabric. I'm going to make it. And then I see how much it was. $40 a yard, this fabric. And I'm like, oh, that's expensive. I'm not gonna remake it. No, I doubled down. No, I tripled down because I bought 3 yards because I decided I'm gonna make a dress version out of it and it's gonna have the piping all around. So yeah, I'm gonna make a dress version, a short dress version out of it, and it will have the piping. And in fact, I'm actually making another one with my silly little like 80s rayon poplin fabric. Yeah, so this is the yoke piece I've cut out. And I'm going to put piping on it too. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a sew along tutorial. So if you are afraid of piping or you just want to know how to put this pattern together, stay tuned. Yes, so that's my story with the sun top. But I really love it. So, okay, what else do I have? So I have a yes, okay, now we can talk about new fabric that has arrived. So the first thing is just 1 yard because I want to make a little sleeveless blouse. As you can tell, I'm on some sort of blouse kick. Whatever. I think it's because I bought a bunch of new pairs of jeans. Jeans is not something that I haven't sewn, and I at this point in time I don't really want to yet. I want to, but just not now. I want to make blouses for the jeans I bought, so that's what we're doing. So this is a rayon. A rayon chalet is, love it. So it's black and white and abstract, love it. Not sure exactly what pattern yet, but I know I can squeeze something out of the 1 yard. I know for sure. But even if it's an Ogden cami by True Bias, yeah, I was feeling cheap. Okay, so I ordered a couple of cuts from Metro Textiles. So this is a store in New York City, but they also sell online. And I saw this, I think they posted this on their Instagram, but it's like a thick jacquard textured knit, and it is going to be made, and this I bought 2 yards because I'm going to make either like a little coatigan or a hoodie, but I love the texture. I'll put the prices on the screen because I didn't write them down to tell you. So I bought 2 yards of this, and it's black on the other side, so it's really cool. Okay, really, it's really cool because it's just basically, it's like kind of double-sided, so I like that. That's nice. And then I bought this double knit hot pink. Okay, I'm not real sure what's going on. I put pockets and things, and I'm wearing pink, like the sun top that has pink. See, I've got some fabric left. Pink and green and black. I don't know. I'm not usually a pink person, but times are changing, and you can see I'm wearing more pink. So I've got this nice hot pink double knit. It feels like, call it double knit. I'm gonna call it Ponte. Ponte is a double knit. But it's nice and sturdy and thicker. So I'm not sure what I will make with this, but I believe I bought 3 yards of it. Super bright, super fun, super pink. Oh dear. So yeah, so those are my fabric purchases that have arrived since last Friday. I do have a couple of orders, one from Minerva. I think there's another order from somewhere. It has to be. Oh yeah, the Britex fabric. So my 3 yards for my dress, and that's it. And so I'll see what I'm gonna cook up for you for next Friday. But until then, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next Friday.